Today I've got a very exciting camera comparison. Xiaomi 15T Pro versus Honor 400 Pro and POCO F7 Ultra. Let's find out which camera is the best here. Now let's have a look at the front-facing camera, and I must say that POCO has the weakest selfie. It's only 1080p resolution. Then we've got 4K on Honor and Xiaomi. On the top of that, I like how sharp the selfie is on Honor, but I think the colors are more natural on Xiaomi. But let's have a look at some selfies now. Let's have a look at the stabilization and the video quality. Unfortunately, POCO can only record 1080p on ultra wide angle, and then we've got 4K on Honor and Xiaomi, which is really nice to see. But let's have a look at the main camera now. And this is main camera. I am recording 4K 60 FPS. This is the stabilization, dynamic range, colors, and I must say I think the dynamic range is the best on Honor. POCO seems very dark, but let's switch to the optical zooms now, and we can clearly see the difference that ×5 optical zoom is doing an amazing job here on Xiaomi. You got ×3 on Honor and then ×2.5 on POCO. What do you think? Which one do you prefer so far? Let me know in the comments below. Let's have a look at the maximum zoom. ×15 on POCO and Xiaomi, and then there's ×10 on Honor. Let's switch back to ultra wide angle and take some pictures now. Just using the maximum optical zoom for those macro shots. ×3 on Honor, ×5 on Xiaomi, and 2.6 on POCO. But let's have a look at some macro shots now. I'm in the beautiful London, and I've got those devices here in front of me, and I'm just about to take some night shots. I've got my friend here, you probably know, Ash. Shout out. Right, definitely go and check his channel. Tell us a little bit more what you do, man.
I just do reviews and unboxings on budget phones and tablets and that sort of thing. So if you're looking for stuff like that and you don't want to break the bank, certainly I've got some stuff there for you.
Excellent. Right, I'm gonna check these 3 cameras. Now Ash doesn't know which one is which, and I'm gonna ask him which picture he thinks is the best here. Come on, any thoughts?
I reckon that one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. That was Honor. Okay, I have to show you this. When you use night mode on POCO, the 2.5 is the furthest you can go. Here with Honor, you can go all the way up to ×10, and with Xiaomi, you can go all the way up to 100, which is even more impressive. Wow. Right, just looking at the selfie camera, look at the view behind me, absolutely amazing. It is really windy, so I'm not really sure how the microphone is gonna manage with that. So far, I must say, I like how much brighter the quality is on POCO, and I can see that I'm very dark with Honor here, but let's have a look at some selfies now. Maximum zoom video recording times 15 on POCO and Xiaomi, and times 10 on Honor. Let me know which one do you prefer. I'm gonna switch back to main camera and carry on with some night shots. Okay, let's have a look at the portrait photography. Unfortunately, the London was too wet and too windy. Now I'm back into my town. This is the portrait video mode. I'm using aperture f2.0, but let's compare some portrait shots now. Okay, so which of these three devices has the best camera? And I think it's fair to say that it's definitely not the POCO. Ultra wide angles, not that great. Selfie cameras, even worse. However, I liked some of the macro shots, and some of the portrait shots at night were really good. But I think it's going to be between Honor and Xiaomi. And I must say that I'm a huge fan of that optical zoom x5 on Xiaomi. And I forgot to mention that device has 4K 120 frames per second available, which is very impressive considering this is a mid-range phone, not a flagship. I think selfie camera is better on Honor, color accuracy sometimes Honor, sometimes Xiaomi. I don't think you're going to be disappointed with any of those two devices. Whichever you pick, I think you will be happy considering they both can be purchased for around £650 here in the UK. So let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you next video. Cheers.